How's it going, Mr. File?
It's going.
It is going. Have you, I don't think we talked about our crazy weather yesterday. Did you see the fun snow we got yesterday morning?
We're supposed to get 4 inches tonight.
I didn't even look at the weather. Like,
Yeah,
seriously?
it's supposed to, yeah.
Yay. Thank you. Thank you for making my day with that.
I did go out and stand in the snow yesterday.
Okay. I will say it looked pretty, except for the fact that then I looked at my calendar and said, no,
Right.
no, I don't want this anymore.
And then this morning I looked at the temperature and went, pretty sun.
Well,
But
I
it's
keep
cold.
looking outside thinking, oh, it's beautiful. I should go for a walk. And then I look at the temperature and I say, no, that's cool.
I don't want to have to get a snowmobile suit on right now.
No.
Because that's exactly what it would be.
Although I will say one of the perks of shelter in place and not going anywhere, because I live all the way out in Iowa, like normally on those snowy days, I have to leave super early to get over to school.
Right.
And it takes a long time. It is not going to take me that long to get from upstairs down here tomorrow. Like, I'm not worried about traffic. I don't have to worry about people in the stairs and whatever. Like,
Right.
I think I'll make it on time. So that's exciting for me. I don't have to, there's no stress with my commute right now. That's
There's
one of the ways.
There's really no stress with my commute.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's beautiful.
The biggest stress I have right now is actually getting up.
Yeah. Making sure you make that 9:30 posting deadline.
Yeah. Well, today I got tied up I was PLCing with Ms. Morgan, and all of a sudden we got done and I looked at the time and it was 9:34 and I had my digital lit post ready to go.
Oh,
we
just hadn't clicked it.
Because I was waiting for the YouTube video to process and it hadn't processed yet. So then I waited and then I got a call with her and then I'm like, oh no, my digital lit kids are going to freak out, which I know they're not. They'll just be like, whatever. And then
you got like 52 angry emails from those kids, I bet.
Yes, they totally lit me up with, it's been 4 minutes, Mr. File. Where's the work? Yeah. No.
Now, does that work? Like there was always it never actually happened when I was in college or even high school, anything like that. There's always the rumor of like, hey, if the teacher doesn't show up within 15 minutes of class, everybody gets to leave. Does that work for e-learning? Like if you didn't post it by 9:45, do they get out of the work then for the next whatever chunk of time it is?
But isn't it, if you're a doctor, you get 20 minutes?
Are you a doctor?
Okay, so I'm not. So I get 10 minutes.
Okay.
So I get 10 minutes. So it was there. 10 minutes.
Okay, you're good.
I don't want to be Dr. File. I could be Master File. Remember, and I get 45 minutes if I'm Master File.
Okay. If I'm a Master plus 60, do I get 60 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to post till 10:30. Feel free.
Excellent. I'll just relax, sleep in, whatever. Actually, most of my kids, I not maybe most are doing it super early in the day, but most are getting their work done, which I appreciate. But I do have some that like on days when I post early, there's days where I'll be up and I'll just post at like 8:30 and I'll see kids working on stuff at like 8:45 in the morning, which is kind of encouraging to see. Like,
I totally agree with that. I'll have posted early sometimes and all of a sudden I'll get work turned in by 9:30. I'm like, what are you doing up? And I'm like, fantastic.
Yeah,
so,
it's great. Either they love it so much they want to do it, or they just can't stand it. They need to get it over with. It's like when you're eating a meal and you have that one food on your plate, like, do you save it for the end and enjoy stuff first, or you just get it out of the way? Like,
oh, see now, are we talking about a dessert or just an actual food?
No, like a meal, like there's a vegetable on the plate that you don't like, but you know you got to eat it. But
well, if there's mashed potatoes, I just kind of mix it in.
Okay. Kind of cover it up with that.
Although I'm old, I don't eat things I don't want to anymore.
Right. I'm thinking back to like when you were younger and had to do that. Because like now, since you're you're totally in charge of everything, Mr. File.
Right. Yes.
You get to choose what you want to eat.
But I get told what I'm going to eat. My wife says, here's what we're having for dinner. Okay.
And you'll like it.
And I will like it.
Back to my commute really quick.
Oh yeah.
The other thing that I have noticed and have enjoyed the very, very low gas prices right now.
Right.
Although I don't feel like I'm fully taking advantage of them because I'm not driving anywhere.
I commented to my daughter just the other day when we had to go out for essentials. We had to get some essentials. So we went out. I'm like, I've had this tank of gas for a month.
Yeah. Well, I've filled mine up like when we've gone grocery shopping, really just more because like it gives me something else to do while I'm out. You know, I can extend it for like 5 more minutes,
Right,
even though it's only like we need maybe a gallon to add to the car. Like it's not, I haven't used it for anything.
right.
So,
I do probably have to get some gas in the next day or so, just in case. I mean, I'm down to half a tank,
right.
and it's taken a month to get down that half, but
Yeah. See, if it gets to a quarter, that's where I'm like, nope, I need gas now. Like,
well, you're in Iowa, so I mean, any place you want to go, it's
yeah. But
a
I could
drive.
always pull over, grab some corn, process it real quick, turn it into some fuel.
Some E85.
I have a kit in my trunk that I just use for that all the time.
Just
Good to go
grind
anytime.
it up, distill it down, got
Yeah.
gasoline. That's nice. I like
That's
what you're
what
doing.
that's one of the things we learned out in Iowa over here. You got to have those survival type skills. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
can
and the
understand.
coyotes. There's plenty of coyotes out here,
Yes.
and a lot of hawks. I love the hawks though. I wish they would take care of more of the rodents, but
Well, I saw we talked several times so far about like the people being sequestered inside and
right,
how nature is kind of coming back around. I saw another one today about some waterways that are clearing up, but because we went on a walk before it turned into cold again, there was just a hawk on a stop sign, like across the street. It wasn't in a tree, it
uh-huh.
was just right on the top of the stop sign. I'm like, he doesn't even need to get down anymore. He could just be right there.
Yeah.
So, which I thought was kind of cool.
Nobody's gonna scare it away because nobody's driving anywhere.
Right. Nobody's driving, nobody's walking. I mean, I will say that I do like to see the number of people that are walking with their families or riding bikes. I'm like, look at all these people just being outside walking around.
Right.
I do like that.
Yeah, I agree. That's a nice thing, and that's one of the things I've enjoyed. Like I was saying, I'd love to go for a walk on a bright sunny day. I want it to be a little bit warmer still.
I can't.
But
Yeah.
I did look ahead. Even though I didn't look ahead to tomorrow for whatever reason, I looked ahead to next week because I saw higher numbers. I was like, oh great, I can go back outside again. So I'm excited for that. It'll
Yeah.
be
I'll
good.
be I'll be excited when I can go outside with shorts or sit outside and record and do some things like that. That's please soon.
The danger I run into being in Iowa, there's nothing. It's always windy. Like
Yes.
it could be like a 3 mile per hour wind where you are, and it's going to be like 15 or 20 out by me. So I might try and record outside. I'm just afraid that you're going to just hear wind just whoosh the whole
But
time,
you'd
no
have
matter
no
what.
trees in Iowa. It's just corn and the corn's gone.
For now, yes, yes,
Right.
the corn is
So
gone. So it's
I've
just,
got big giant trees.
yeah, I have miles of openness behind me.
Right. But again, let's bring it all back around. You do have Crusade Burger, so I do not.
I do, and we are. I'm very excited. I got to wait 2 more days, and then I get my shake.
Oh, for Saturday?
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna go because Saturday we got some yard work planned that we're gonna do, and then as a special treat, it's not really a treat if I plan it in advance, but it gives me an excuse to like I've earned it if I've done some extra work
I'm more
outside.
concerned with what you said, yard work. What are you going to do?
We gotta like there's one of the like bed areas in the back of the yard by a lilac bush, and my wife wants to plant some flowers. But we need to get some of the weeds out first and put some new
Oh,
dirt
yes.
down and like the weed cloth stuff.
Yes.
And I probably do need to mow, although I'm hoping I can get my daughter to do some of the mowing. So she has to do like service hours for school. And normally, work around the house does not count, except now because you can't like go volunteer somewhere else or do other things
Right.
because there's nothing else.
Right.
So work around the house does count. And I think it would be a great service to mow the lawn.
Does she not mow the lawn?
No, that's my job.
Really? My daughter does mow the lawn. I pay her to mow the lawn, but that's okay.
Yeah, nobody pays me for anything, Mike. I mean, Mr. File.
It's okay. The kids know my name. It's
Okay. I don't think they know that I have a first name, but we'll keep it a secret.
Now they do. Should we just here? Let me just change this. Can they even see when we change our name?
No, they can't. I realized that when we were talking about our names on the screen the other day. I realized when I was watching it back to do a little bit of editing for the intro, like, nope, nobody can see those names. So even though
that's too bad.
It says my first name on there right now, nobody can see it. Nobody knows.
Nobody can see it.
Although it tells you my name on the YouTube channel if you looked up at the logo thing at the top. I'm a little baby Yoda, so.
And if the students email you, they have to know your first name to type it in. So
well, it's a little tougher when they try to email me because you have to know a couple letters of my last name. Yeah. And my last name's a little crazy.
A little bit. For me, they just type file, so I'm the only one.
Yeah, that works.
So I understand.
One of these days, I don't know if I'm ready to share yet, but one of these days I'll have to tell you a little bit more about my last name. It's a good tale. But really? I'm gonna leave you hanging on that one. Just leave you intrigued. We'll come back around to that one.
Okay. All right.
When we're desperate for another topic, you'd be like, hey.
So tomorrow?
Yeah, probably. No, tomorrow, hopefully we can have another special guest. I don't want to say who on now, but we'll have to contact that person and see if they're available. So for those of you watching right now, we're hoping to get another guest on tomorrow and see how things go. I hope people have enjoyed I've enjoyed having other people on. I do too. I enjoy talking to just you as well. But.
Right. Well, thanks. Appreciate it. I enjoyed talking to you. I'm hoping people are enjoying this just in general.
Yeah. I don't know how many people are actually watching. I do know that slowly but surely the number of subscribers to the channel are going up. So that's intriguing to me. I was never expecting a lot. I know there's I don't care what the final number is, but it's nice to just see that it's increasing.
What's the threshold for becoming a influencer?
I don't think we're anywhere close to that.
Is it 70? 80?
Last time I checked, we were at 87.
Let's say it's 100, and then we'll be influencers.
So let's say it's 100. I like that. It's you add a digit. It takes time to build up to that. To add a digit, I mean, come on.
Right. All right, we need 13 people to subscribe to Mr. Wawara's YouTube channel so we can become influencers. So I can put that on my business card along with
If you've already subscribed, ask a friend, neighbor, family member, create a second account and just subscribe twice. Maybe.
Heck, share these out on your social media networks.
Yeah, and people can be like, oh my gosh, they actually teach? They're supposed to be responsible for the youth of tomorrow?
Yeah.
Sometimes we are.
Social studies. I don't know what you want me to do.
Sometimes we are. Yeah. Well, it's really the subject of world domination. Slowly but surely, piece by piece, day at a time. That is our goal.
By little.
Video by video.
Yep. Just taking little pieces, putting a whole puzzle together, of owning it.
We've given away too much for today, Mr. File. I think we should stop there.
I'm fine with that.
So, all right, friends, have a wonderful day, and we will see y'all tomorrow.